you've got such an esteemed background. You've got such a long history in HR. So, what are the main changes? Like, I've seen a few statements that say HR has moved from technology for HR to technology for HR to technology for the workforce. Could you elaborate a little bit further on that?
I think in my 29 years that is the single most important change. And like everything in HR, and I love the different way that we pronounce those two letters from 6,000 miles apart. And I actually prefer the British Commonwealth way of saying HR. I like the emphasis on the H, but unfortunately I can't say that. I say HR. Is that often I've seen with my long vision that often the promise made in year 15 is not really fulfilled until year 23. So for instance, we had HR self-service applications 18 years ago from the major vendors of the time, which were PeopleSoft, Oracle, and SAP. And the notion then was these applications are for you, the employees. They're not for us, the HR department. Well, they never really worked because asking someone to go into brand new software once a year, much like my trying to get into your video software for the first time, it's a very confusing thing. And people don't get it and they don't use it. And so they pick up the telephone and they call their HR person anyway. So the promise of applications that would be used by the employees rather than by the HR department is 18 years old. But only now are we seeing it come true. And I think that has to do with SaaS, software as a service, with cloud delivery and the rest, and also mobile being available to everyone who owns a smartphone, that we really are beginning to see a mind shift within HR where they go look at software to buy now and they don't think, oh, how is that going to make my job easier? Which is what, frankly, they've been thinking of for the last 25 years, previous 25 years, or my first 25 years. How's that going to make my job easier? They're not thinking that way anymore, at least, the leading thinkers. They're thinking, how is this going to make the employees' job easier? How is it going to make them more productive, more engaged in their work, happier at their work, achieve better wellness? As you know, it's a very hot term these days. Achieve better wellness, not to mention good health, at their work. And so really HR is beginning to see itself, I don't know, as the shepherd of employees, maybe. I don't know if that's a good word or not. But they're thinking that they're doing it for them and not for themselves anymore. And they're buying things where they're simply in charge of distributing it and encouraging adoption and teaching people how to use it, rather than having their HR department banging away at the software 8 hours a day. And as you know, whenever everybody lives in one software application or another. I live in email and Microsoft Word, and obviously, web browsing, and I happen to use Firefox because I'm a slow adopter of new technology. So, everyone learns the technology they live in, and they're perplexed whenever they have to use technology that they don't live in. Anyway, that's a continuing problem. But I agree with you that I think that is the fundamental shift that is finally happening, and I'm delighted by it.